July is National Parks and Recreation Month, and Thurston County has lots of parks, trails, and a specialized recreation program for us to explore. On this episode of Thurston County Connection, I'm speaking with people who know our programs intimately. Stay tuned, you won't want to miss it. Today I'm at Kennydale Park with Margaret and Dylan. Margaret is the county's specialized recreation supervisor, and Dylan is a participant in the specialized recreation program. And thank you guys for being here today.
Thank you very much for having us. We're very excited.
You're welcome.
All right. So Margaret, what is specialized recreation?
Specialized recreation, and we're trying to rebrand it as just recreation in the community, is a year-round, all-inclusive program designed to meet the needs for adults with developmental disabilities. We do fun activities in the community, such as day trips, monthly socialization programs, and really getting out in the community, building relationships, and exploring what's around us. A lot of our participants live very socially isolated lives, so they're coming out into the community. Our community is coming together. They're seeing what everybody is doing, and it really just builds everyone up. And it really is a very vital part of our members' lives, but also the community at large's lives.
How did the specialized recreation program begin?
Well, it began back in the 1990s with the Handicapped Recreation Council. It was a nonprofit organization, and the counties and cities also held a variety of programs out of their jurisdictions, such as day trips or day camps, depending on where the jurisdiction was. And then in the mid-90s, it came to the county through a grant, and it was a one-stop shop where the county administered the program and everything was run through the county. And it has stayed at the county through all these years, and we are very excited and proud to have this program with us.
So going back to the mid-1990s, what kind of programs were offered initially?
Well, initially there were dances, movie and pizza. There was a 90 camper 5-day summer camp experience out way far away at a conference center. We held a summer inclusive day camp for kids between 6 and 21 at our day camp sites throughout the county. It was a very robust program, and it was held alongside with our traditional parks and recreation programs, such as day camps, special events, and fun runs.
And what are the key programs that we have today in our program?
Well, today we still have our dances. We still have movie and pizza, bingo, and our day trips. Unfortunately, through some budget cuts and some evolution of things, we've now had to get rid of our overnight camp and our summer day camp experience.
And I understand that you were married here at Kennydale Park not too long ago.
Not too long ago.
How did that come about? Why did you choose this place?
Why did I choose this place? Well, the history of this park was it was an old Girl Scout camp. I was a Girl Scout for 17 years. And through my many years at Thurston County Parks and Recreation, we've had trainings, meetings, seminars, everything out at this park. And I love everything it has to offer. And it's beautiful. So it was a great day.
So Dylan, I want to ask you, what are some of the specialized programs that you are participating in this year?
I've been doing bowling for one time a week and theme dances one time a month.
Dylan, how long have you been involved with specialized recreation?
I've been in the program for 17 years and I have been having fun.
What's been your favorite activity that you've been involved in, and why?
My favorite activity is Wolf Haven because I just love communicating with wolves.
How many wolves do they have there, have you seen?
Well, I couldn't keep track of count.
How do you feel that these specialized recreation programs benefit our community?
It's about feeling included. Inclusion is the key to this specialized program where people like me are recognized as part of our community. We just show up because we belong.
Thank you, Dylan.
Anytime.
Where can people go to find out more information about this program?
The best way to find out about the program is by calling at 360-867-2588. We have a website through the Public Health Department. It's a very long website, so the best way is to go and call me.
Thank you, Margaret. Thank you, Dylan. Appreciate you spending time with me today.
Of course.
Welcome back. I'm here with Carrie, who manages the county's parks. He's going to share with us everything we need to know to make the most out of Thurston County's parks and trails. Welcome, Carrie.
Thank you.
And we are here on location at a Thurston County park right now.
Absolutely.
Can you tell us about Kennydale Park and what opportunities and recreation activities occur here?
Love to tell you about Kennydale Park. So, a little of the history of the park, and I think Margaret mentioned before that this was a Girl Scout camp years and years ago. The county purchased the property in 1988. And we've been running this park since about 1995, I believe. And lots of activities happen out here. And I'll throw a couple park terms in there that are passive or active use. Active use is ball fields and playgrounds and things like that. People come for a specific activity. Passive use is enjoyment of nature and coming from the natural setting. Kennydale Park really blends these two activities together really, really well. We have a half-mile track around this facility where people come in and walk just for exercise. After work and after dinner, we have folks come in and walk dogs, just come out and get some exercise. We reserve picnic shelters out here. We have a lodge building, which is basically an indoor facility for those type of activities. We have business meetings, family reunions, fun stuff, weddings. We do absolutely weddings. We have Thanksgiving dinner out here with different families. They reserve the lodge every single year. It's a great event just to see and participate. We also have an active swimming area out here at Kennydale, and it's down in Black Lake, of course, and it's a fully operational swim area. Gets a lot of use during the hot weather. So yeah.
So we're actually on the east side of Black Lake right now.
We sure are. The county does own another facility right across the lake on the west side of Black Lake. However, it is undeveloped. It's called Garin Park, but it's not for public use at this time because we do not have it developed and safe for public use.
So how large is Kennydale Park and how much work is involved to maintain a park, a blended use park like this one?
Yeah, it's a great question. It's 40 acres, and we have 3 different phases or parcels of this park. The old Girl Scout camp that I mentioned was across the street where the lodge and the swimming area is. Where we're standing over here on the athletic field side is called Phase 2. We also have a Phase 3 property, which is undeveloped, and we view that property as being ideal to use for a potential trailhead at some point in the future because our Gate Belmore Trail corridor runs right over just east of where we are, right past the park facility, and it might lend itself really well for a trailhead facility. All told, it's a 40-acre site. How much work does it take? A whole lot. And it's really the consistency that's the key to these parks. Much like mowing your own lawn at home, we need to do that consistently. Coming in with a large contingent of folks and hitting it real hard and then leaving, although that helps, does it really keep the park where it needs? We need that consistent approach.
And how can the public who's utilizing this park help our staff keep the park in great shape?
A couple different ways. One is to please follow the rules that are posted and the guidelines that are out there. That helps in a lot of different ways. It helps them stay safe, no question. It helps a lot of different competing uses that we have out here get along equitably and make sure that everybody has room for their specific activity. It helps us in that if they're going to notice things that need service or need some kind of attention in the park system, we really do ask that people contact us and just let us know. We are a small staff, we're spread thin, and so we really rely on the public to help inform us as to the needs of the park so we can address them as needed.
What are some of the other parks we have in our county park system, and how are they different in what they offer from Kennydale?
Yeah, good question again. We have Burfoot Park, which is an older park for us. It's one of our oldest parks, heavily used park. It's out on Boston Harbor Road, and it's on Bud Inlet. So you have saltwater access, wonderful saltwater access at Burfoot Park. Lots of reservations, lots of different activities happen out there. We also have Fry Cove Park, which is on Eld Inlet. So if you look at a map, we have Eld and then we have Bud Inlet. We have a park on each inlet.
Steamboat Island Peninsula.
That's correct. And so you go out to Fry Cove and it provides great access to the saltwater on Eld Inlet. A lot of activities happen out there as well. I'll mention Deschutes Falls Park.
Our newest park.
It's our newest park, and it's about 8 miles outside of Yelm. It's at the end of Bald Hills Road. So some people feel like it's really a long ways out. But if you're in the Yelm area and you hit Bald Hills Road, which is a main road, you literally go all the way to the end, about 8 miles, you end up at the park. As the name suggests, Deschutes Falls, there's a waterfall out there. It is a beautiful site, and we have so many beautiful sites, it's hard to say this, but this is probably our best looking site. Deschutes Falls is wonderful. It's in its natural form for the most part, minimally developed, and it would be, again, what's called a passive use park. People go out there for the enjoyment of nature and just to enjoy the wildlife, which is abundant out there, and it's a beautiful, beautiful site.
There's picnic tables.
There are some picnic tables out there. We have minimal development with that, but we probably have, and I probably should know, but 4 to 6 tables out there, benches, and some of the basic amenities for folks to use out there.
You made reference to a trail system. How can folks find out more about Thurston County trails?
Yeah, please do visit our website. And the Thurston County Parks website is co.thurston.wa.us/parks. And so please look at our website, or they can certainly call us at 786-5595. And they'll see them all through our communities. Our trails network through the communities, and I'll mention a couple. The Chehalis Western Trail essentially runs north-south through Thurston County. It's the backbone of our regional trail network. Olympia has what's called the Woodland Trail. Lacey has what's called the Karen Fraser Woodland Trail. They tie into the Chehalis Western. The Chehalis Western runs roughly 22 miles to the south and connects with what's called our Yelm Tenino Trail, which is 14.5 miles long, running east-west. So it essentially creates a T shape if you look at a map of the county, an upside-down T shape. We also, and I did mention the Gate Belmore Trail.
Right.
Is a 15-mile trail corridor, and it's called Gate Belmore because this region here used to be called Belmore. Back when train activity was really the main mode of transportation, Belmore was really a going concern. So you go from Belmore south to a community that used to exist called Gate.
Gate City? Or
Gate City, and it was a going place back when trains were
near
prolific.
Rochester.
That's absolutely right. And so we run 15 miles north-south. And we have hopes to, again, these trails are designed nationwide and also here in the county to network with one another. So as we march closer towards Rochester and the southern border of Thurston County, well, there's Lewis County. And Lewis County is starting to ask questions, and we're starting to talk with them about how do we go like this with our trail systems and connect. Same would go in the city of Yelm, where our trail ends, but then the city of Yelm picked it up and they created a 2-mile, I believe 2-mile, what's called the Prairie Line Trail that goes up towards Roy and McKenna.
Into Pierce County.
And that's headed to Pierce County. And so we need to go like this with Pierce County and make sure that we network these trail systems.
Very exciting. Do you have a favorite piece of the trail system to share with our viewers?
Probably the Chehalis Western, because it goes through many different ecosystems. It goes from rural to urban. We see it for transportation and recreation. And we see that in all of our trails, but really that kind of sets the bar. We go through the interurban area with the Chehalis Western Trail, and so we have a lot of residents immediately adjacent to the trail. And so, again, school gets out, and a flood of kids come up onto the trail and use it. After the dinner hour, tons of people come out on the trail to get exercise, walk dogs, ride bikes, and lots of different activities. And then again, we have the transportation element of the trails. So probably that would be my favorite, but that's a tough guess because I like them all.
Thanks for your time today, Carrie.
Absolutely.
Really appreciate you
Thank
talking
you.
to us about
Thank
the
you. I
parks.
appreciate it too.
Thanks for watching. Summers are a great time to explore Thurston County. I encourage everyone to take advantage of the county's parks, trails, and recreation options this summer. For more information about these and other programs the county offers, visit www.thurstoncountywa.gov.